Hello, and welcome to GreedFall. So we are examining the corpses to determine what has happened to these people.
Devoured by beasts, but it happened after he died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it is impossible to know who was wielding it.
Science. I mean, I would have actually connected this not to science, but to... what was it called? Intuition. I mean, I don't mind. If one required science, one required intuition, or something like that. Perhaps someone was poisoned or something similar. And you could determine that it was not natives' poison. Petros. Excellent. I do believe that Afra did help me out here. She did destroy his armor.
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Lowolan, and yet these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal. It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
All these disguised deaths, these abject crimes. The natives can be violent, but they are not deceitful. I'm afraid that Brother Virgil may have found a way to take control of the expedition. He should be judged for it.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Yes, indeed. As fortune would have it, we know exactly where he is. And it's not very far away from here. So, the stasis spell leaves a mark. I honestly did not expect that. Though it was quite clever actually using that. And yes, this time science would have come useful. To say he was paralyzed by a stasis spell, however, not a poison of any kind. I honestly think that would have been more logical, but whatever. What's done is done. Let's go talk to the fool and see what he has to say for himself. I have no idea where we're going now. The Red Sun.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Oh, Virgil, would you please stop taking us for fools? The natives had no hand in this.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation. but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues.
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Thélème, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Oh, great. So, what to do? I honestly would ask Petramos what he thinks should be done, but he said that we shouldn't reveal them and we shouldn't take his side, so let's order him to leave the expedition. 100 gold? You honestly think I'm gonna betray my honor for that?
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. You will take your belongings and leave this place. The research will continue and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people than you. The decision to reveal them or not will be theirs.
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to Eden. I hope that you don't regret your decision.
You could have stopped me. You could have tried to kill me. Foolish.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible! But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit you.
What? But why would he? He will have to answer for his crimes.
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Cardinal.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she hears about it. Once more, your help has been a blessing. Take this. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Well, this is gonna be fun. We're definitely taking Petros with us this time. Should I switch to Vasco and remove the hat? I mean, I can leave the hat on. It's not that big of a deal. And Vasco will be needed for this later. For now, let's take Afra. This map is smaller than I thought it was. Yeah, let's discover what we can. Keeping the hat on. What does it actually give me? Intuition. I know I couldn't actually upgrade my armor to discover stuff with it. Although there was a trinket on one of the armors that also gave you not science, not intuition, but vigor. I don't get why. I honestly prefer the scroll than the trinket. Now I'm completely aware that if I discover something bad, Afra would want to tell it to her people, while Petros would like to keep it a secret. Seriously, why did you do that? You need to be kept at a distance from them. We want you to be efficient after all, do we not? There. It doesn't seem like there's anything else here. Hold on. Stone dogs. Why do you need to be so close to us? Okay, we're gonna take a look at that in a moment. Hello. We can't go through here, unfortunately. Gold coins, 4 of them in fact. Quite interesting. Yes, this is the right way to go.
Old saint lived around here. He must have looked for a sheltered area.
She is hilarious. Don't say so, Code Saint. We have no idea how fanatical this guy is. Okay. Another camp. Is there a chest or something there? No, nothing at all. Please feel free to get out of my way. Oh, look at that. A big bad beast. Let's try to sneak around. This is not gonna work. Okay then, little guy. Seriously, Afra, get out of there. Really? I was hoping that I'd be fast enough to do that.
Be careful! Your armor is falling apart! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
A sacrificial sword, you say? Let's take a look at that, shall we? We can give this one to Siora. She will enjoy it. Okay, how many bullets do I have? 262. Still enough to kill anything that moves. In fact, 6 should be plenty.
A cavern. Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world.
Or when they need shelter because it's raining. This is indeed gonna be fun. And suddenly, all turned green.
Indeed, there are some traces of life here. But we will have to examine this place first and find proof that our things are here.
Maybe I need a new sword. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy this one, but we can actually craft a better one. Impossible climb, which means that we can jump down from there. So there is a way to go there.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Nice. Did you shot him from the sky? That was actually kind of amazing. This is pretty one way, truth be told.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
And that's number 3. Rot here. Bloody monster. Ceremonial armor of Saint Matthias. Well, this is interesting. Oh, this is definitely better than what you're currently wearing. You know, the boots don't fit as much. Whatever. We're gonna upgrade that. Rest assured. I'm such a big fan of underground waterfalls. Love it. Okay, and let's continue exploring. There's definitely gonna be something here to use. Okay, so we can jump from here. Interesting.
These murals are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them.
The mural revealed to me a story of life and one of death.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichtemen.
This almost borders heresy.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native.
And you can definitely say it's Gandalf. I mean, look at his beard.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them.
Of course they were.
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
Good.
There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men dwi stad in on mil fruktemen. This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Ptolemy, finished his life worshipping the islanders' god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Ptolemy.
The great revelation that will change mentalities for good, or the preservation of the dogma at all costs? I think you already know which side I'm leaning towards.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Indeed, but I really want to know what Petros thinks. He is the one that matters in this way. He is, after all, from Ptolemy himself. Are we looking for something else? No, we've completely discovered this cave. I wish I could just give him to Petros and let him decide. I honestly don't care about Ptolemy at all. At least Aphra has her side. Knowledge before religion. And also she hates the Ptolemy, so... Well, I assume she does, they are still at war. Though I haven't seen any clashes between them. And truth be told, it doesn't actually matter at all. This is new land, perhaps they still haven't fought on the island. But I do wish we could have a little bit more of a backstory behind this war. Something that explains how it started. Something to tell us what's going on there. And a little bit more history of what is happening on the island while they are fighting. On the continent, I mean, while they are fighting. Because right now we just know that they are at war and have no idea who's winning it. I'm going to assume that the British Alliance is winning because I like them more. With their muskets and turbans, they're amazing. Except that the turbans look kinda weird, still, to me. I suppose that's fine. And just because he kneeled to a being of superior powers or strength, doesn't mean that he was praying to it. Even if it's not a blessing or some ritual, he could have just been respectful to the spirits. To the land itself. Who knows? Let us speak, shall we?
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna toss a die. I'm going to reveal the relics on 4, 5 and 6, yes. And hide the truth. And keep the relic on 1, 2 and 3. 6, that's okay.
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On another, he prayed to the god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil? How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
Indeed, death to the heretics.
Our enemies!
I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Matthias. They will not dare to attack you there. And we will have to take care of Bishop Domitius. He will do everything he can to discredit us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
And if you will allow me to attend the hearing, I would be delighted to support you.
Your help will be precious to us, Father. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content, and I will meet you at the palace in San Matthias to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Meet her later. Funny. Okay, so this actually does... Seriously? An antique? This actually does prove my theory about this guy. He does want to overthrow the sister. I forgot her name. He wants to create his own faction. His political games are actually quite intriguing, and I do respect him for that. And should be told that Iliavi are no concern to me, but my loyalty to my man is unquestionable. Let's just hope that their loyalty remains the same. So we found the ceremonious armor of Saint Matthias, which means that we can upgrade that and not worry about upgrading the guy himself. I am not sure. Yeah, we're going this way. To my residence. You don't have any rings. Seriously. Antique orange helmet. Now we do have this one, right? Yes, it's basically the same. If I give you this. It honestly wouldn't matter. Right, Kurt. For a moment there I thought time was stopped, but nope. Let's also put on my working gloves. Warrior King's gauntlets. By the way, what gauntlets is Siora using? Yes, we know, she doesn't have any hats. These gauntlets will suit you well. So will these leggings. Okay, let's put them on. We still need to find the armor for her. There. You look sufficiently savage now. No, I just wanted to open the chest and take my gloves out from it. Goldsmith, good. Hunting, nothing of interest there. Collar of the Most Holy Inquisition. I'm gonna go with that because it has the sun on it. I do hope we have enough pure iron ore for all of these. Should I go with this one? Again, it has the sun on it, so perhaps. This looks incredible. And this one? It looks fine. I might actually go with this one. Yeah, let's go with the other one. 2, and finally. Should I go with the Holy Scroll for him? I know that his previous armor had the pouch, maybe? Did we sell it? What happened to it? Ode to Lame. Yes, it had the pouch. As I was saying, this thing. We could go with the Holy Scroll, and this one we're gonna give to Siora. What does it require? Pure iron ore and the ruby. Go for it. Now let's break down some stuff. Warrior's tunic. If I recycle you, what will I get? Crude iron ore, obsidian, pure iron ore times 2. Okay, that's what I wanted. If I recycle you, we're gonna get nothing. And finally you. We can get an ruby, an obsidian, and crude iron ore. No pure iron ore this time. But the ruby and obsidian were worth it. Inquisition Soldier's Gauntlets. Oi, Kurt. I know that you don't have the best armor, but maybe we can purchase some new boots for you. Are you selling any decent boots? Bishop's boots. Those are the best ones you have. Well, that's kind of sad. I do like how they look, but I don't like the pantaloons they are wearing with that. Oh, we do actually need to upgrade your leggings as well. So, do you have pure iron ore to purchase? You have 7 of those. 70 gold, and we can sell. Cord sword. Mine is better, but it does have that upgrade that does more damage. 60, 120. I think it will become stronger if I upgrade it, but I do believe there are better swords than this one. Okay, how about the gauntlets? Commander the gloves, that's mine. Right. Let's take a look-see, shall we? I can't upgrade the helmet. Yeah, of course I can't. These ones look good on you. So do these ones, in fact. Okay, which ones are going to be more useful? This gives you 12 armor and 24 bounce. 24 armor and 12 balance. I say let's go with these ones. Cool. Can I recycle that thing? No, I cannot. Fine then, let's sell it. That's 50 more gold to you, and we also have the amulet I haven't given you. Poison resistance, oh yeah, that's definitely better. Except the magic regeneration goes down. Alas, you'll have to live with it. You know that the helmet actually doesn't fit you. I just want to see this thing. How is it gonna look on you? I mean, it doesn't bother me, it's just kind of weird. Right. Okay, let's switch my gloves. Great, so 4 more hours, you say? Perhaps we should rest. Do I need to take Afra, Vasco, or someone else with me? Let's take Vasco. And Petrus. He's the one to report all of that. Shall we wait till dusk? Sure. That's 11 hours from now. Convince the Mother Cardinal to reveal the truth about Saint Matthias, so she's a cardinal. Okay, that's easy to remember. Though it has the word mother before, it doesn't mean anything. She's still a cardinal. Could have called her a Grand Cardinal or something like that on those lines. Anyway, come on guys, move out of the way. I'm gonna end this episode here. So, thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.